Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show brings you game one of a big four-game set. It's the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Schaub. And, Chris, it's trade deadline day. Always an interesting day on the MLB schedule. Usually a lot of excitement for fans and stress for the front offices. What about the teams and specifically the players?
Boog, I think there are three perspectives. You're that guy that's saying, hey, I want to get traded somewhere, maybe to a contender, maybe to a place that I have an opportunity to play every day. On the flip side, you're that guy that's very content with where you are. You've heard some rumors, perhaps. You can't wait until the deadline has come and gone, and you're still staying put. And then the third person is that teammate that's looking and saying, we got a shot. I hope we add the piece or two that we need that'll put us over the top.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And on the hill in this one, Justin Steele. How about a report on him, Chris?
Boogie pitched into the seventh, earned the W in his last start. He really needed that one. Well, his team needs another one today. We'll see if he can carry that performance into this game.
All right, ready to get underway. And now here is Jonathan India.
Jonathan India.
The pitch. That one's in there. And this one is off and running. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it. Just missed.
It's a good take.
The 1-2. And another ball. That's to third. Zips it to first. One up, one down. Here's David Bell's lineup for the Cincinnati Reds. 1 point of concern hitting in that 2-hole, Matt McClain.
Yeah, Boog, he just hasn't been himself at all lately. I mean, it's hard to know if it's mechanical, if it's mental. It's just a struggle all the way around. It's something that everybody goes through. I think the key is you've got to stick to the process. You've got to focus on every pitch and don't worry about the result. Take it one pitch at a time, one at bat at a time.
Matt McClain in the box now. No balls and a strike. The pitch. In the air, right side. And there's two away.
Batting third, the center fielder,
And now the center fielder, TJ Friedl. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Suzuki has a beat on it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Reds go down quietly. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. You're dialed into the show.
Yeah, you know it's me. You can't stop my shine. I'm just doing.
Welcome back. And on the hill in this one, Hunter Green. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you needed a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
India over to first in time. And a quick out, number one. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. And so far this year, this has not been a very good offense.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well.
Now the number 2 hitter, Seiya Suzuki. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Makes makes the grab, tracks it down after the long run. Out number 2.
The shortstop.
2 outs, base is empty. Dansby Swanson, the next Cub to hit. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. There's a strike, and you played behind guys, and they love having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. And a pitch.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
And down on strikes he goes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. First frame of the night behind us, and it's 0-0. And welcome back. Leading off, number 94.
The first baseman, Christian Encarnacion Strand.
Here comes a pitch. Strike 1. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Ellie.
Next to hit, Ellie De La Cruz. A switch hitter batting right. Swing and a pop-up. Drops into the glove, and there's 2 down.
Well, off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Spencer Steer. And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. And ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Fly ball center field. That gets down for a hit. And that extends the inning.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. So impressive that he was able to fight off that fastball up and in like that. I mean, he really let it get deep on him as well. That's great bat control.
On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Here's Luke Maile. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0. And here it comes. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Swung on, belted, back there. And it one-hops the wall. Steer around third. Cut off, now a throw home. Not in time, he's safe as a run scores.
Comes through with the RBI. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Now it's Nick Senzel. And first offering is fouled off. Kicks and deals. And that one clips the corner.
All you got to do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam, back into the dugout.
Maile at second with 2 down. Next offering upstairs.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Makes the grab on the run. And that is the third out of the inning. Run scoring double here for the Reds. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
I got my bands up, 20s, 50s, 100s in my hand. VIP, I'm cooling like a fan. I ain't here for problems, not again.
Here's the third baseman, Christopher Morel, one of the stars in the win yesterday as he had 3 hits. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Next offering is in for a strike. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Trey Mancini now. Swings through that one. 0-1. And the right-hander deals. And that's off the inside edge. And now it's even 1-1. Patrick Johnson calling the balls and strikes.
Pretty standard zone for Johnson. Sometimes he might get a little jumpy, a little excited and expand the zone, but usually you at least feel like the guy on the mound is earning it. And that's important because you got to make guys earn it.
In the dirt, blocked. And the runner holds. At the belt and fires. And there's a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, try to stay out of a double play here.
Two and 2. That one to first. Throw not in time. It's an unlikely infield single. First and second, no outs. Edwin Rios here. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
And now it's even up.
1 ball, 1 strike.
No outs, runners at first and second. Swings and misses. And a count 1-2. Left-hand batter waits. Got him swinging.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
One down. Here comes Cody Bellinger.
Well,
All eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Left-hand hitter waits. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Glove flip to second, throw to first, but he beat it.
Batting it, the catcher, Jan.
Now it's Jan Gomes. 2 hits and 4 at-bats during yesterday's ball game. In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Jan Gomes waits.
0-1.
Bounce to the left side. India. Low throw, and he can't take it out. And the runner is in to score from third. Bad mistake there.
You know, 2-out errors are kind of like 2-out walks, and sometimes even worse. You know, you think you're out of the inning, but all of a sudden, you get another out to get, and the offense has a great opportunity. They're looking to take advantage of and make you pay for.
Here's Cole Roederer. And that's in there for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Bellinger at second. Gomes at first. 2 out of the inning. There's a strike at the knees.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
2 on, 2 outs. Gets under it and pops it up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that will end the inning. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. We head on now to the top of the third. All tied 1-1. Here at Wrigley Field. And now the catcher comes up to him. Tyler Stevenson. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average. But one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. Swing and a miss. Slider right there. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
0-2 now.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Next pitch is outside. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Didn't quite have enough. So back to the top of the Reds lineup. Jonathan India at the plate. He's 0 for 1. Base hit center field.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Man at first with 1 gone. Matt McClain, the next to hit for the Reds. And a good eye there. McClain batting second in today's lineup. A former first-round pick in 2021. Tied up here in the early going. Next pitch is popped up. Mancini pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
On the north side of Chicago, John Shambi and Chris Singleton. Here's the center fielder, TJ Friedel. Ball one, no strikes. And now the lefty. That one missed.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
And that's outside. Number 94, waiting for a turn at the plate. The pitch. And that's in for a strike. And the pitch. Base hit, left center field. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Next for Cincinnati, number 94. 0 for 1 so far. That one is absolutely belted. Bellinger on the move, heading back. Back some more. Caught just shy of the wall. Reds strand a couple. Still tied 1-1. So the lineup flips over. Here's Nico Horner. Grounded out his first time. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. First pitch, and he just misses.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Next offering is in for a strike. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely. If he's doing damage now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
2-2. Up the middle, and that chance handled in plenty of time to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Well, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough, got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
One down, base is empty. Slapped foul. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. And the 0-2. Goes down looking for the strikeout. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
Dansby Swanson stands in. Struck out looking at his first at bat. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Here's the 0-2. Caught him looking for the K. And the Cubs are down in order. Score remains tied 1-1. All set for the start of the inning. In now for the Reds, Ellie De La Cruz.
Ellie De La Cruz.
And the pitch. Curveball over for a called strike.
Well, these Reds, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. I think things are happening a little quicker than this offense would like, and we see it in the numbers. They're hitting into a lot of outs early in the at-bat.
The pitch. Check swing, went around. Going to count 1-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Hit weakly on the ground. Swanson fires to first on the run, and a couple of quick outs.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Now it's the Reds DH. Luke Maley doubled his first time up. That misses the zone. Ball 1. On the ground to short. Swanson zips it across. That's the 3rd out. Nobody left for Cincinnati. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Back here at the ballpark, bottom of the inning. Now, Christopher Morel.
Third baseman.
Hunter Green has a long way to go before he's the most famous baseball player from his high school. Mike Stanton went to Notre Dame High School in Sherman Oaks, California. Of course, now we know him as Giancarlo Stanton. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down.
The first baseman,
Trey Mancini, the next Cub to hit. Chris, you know what they call Mancini?
Boom, boom.
That's right. For Ray Mancini, the famous boxer, it stuck when he started hitting home runs, though, in baseball. Pitch misses. 1-0.
Yeah, good power hitter on the field, but a really good human being off the field. And in fact, in 2021, he was named the AL Comeback Player of the Year after beating stage 3 colon cancer in 2020 and became a real inspiration to many around the league.
And the righty deals. Now a high fly ball out to left center. McLean settles underneath it, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that quickly 2 away.
Now the designated hitter.
Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Edwin Rios. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Next pitch is popped up. Steer in position. Makes the catch, inning over. Nothing doing here this half. We've played 4. All tied 1-1. New inning getting started. And now the right fielder, Nick Senzel.
Nick Senzel.
Steele back to work. There's a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point. Well, these Reds need to bring up the quality of their bats and specifically their swings. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
And here's the catcher, Tyler Stevenson. Fly to left his first time up. Ball one there. That one ripped. And it's caught just in front of the wall.
The batter, number 6, Jonathan India.
And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Jonathan India, 1 for 2. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Now that's smacked to right center. Should be extra bases. Heading for the plate. He'll score. It's 2-1.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Matt McClain, the next to hit for the Reds. First pitch doesn't find the zone. One out and a runner at second. The pitch. Not even close there. And a count 2-1. Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Kyle Hendricks getting loose out there. Sampson warming up as well. Runner leads away at second. Swing and a bouncer. Corner. Tosses to first. Got the out.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
And now the center fielder, TJ Friedl.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
And that one hammered. That's back there. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. His 4th home run of the season. And they tack on to their lead. It's 4-1.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Base is empty with 2 away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, number 94. First offering misses the mark.
Counts 1-0.
Two down, nobody on. That's in for a strike.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. The pitch. And now it's filled up. And that one is lifted in the air. Bellinger drifts towards it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. It's now 4-1. This is Reds Baseball on the Show, Ohio. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Bellinger up to hit.
After putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot. You know, these Cubs just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it.
And he can't come up with it. But the throw to first gets him easily, and that's the first out. Here's Yan Gomes.
Picked up an RBI in his last at-bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
That one fouled off.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Next pitch inside, and that's ball one. On the ground, right side. And that one handled. Fine play in the hole for the out.
I wasn't sure if he was going to get to this one or not. Had to go a pretty good way there in the shallow right field. But then after that, it's a tough angle after you square up your shoulders at third or first base. Not the normal position, but a really good job defensively right there.
Roederer in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. That's to third. Throw to first is in time, and that will end the inning. So they go quietly there. 5 innings complete. It's the Reds 4 and the Cubs 1. New pitcher on here, Kyle Hendricks.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year. So the defense should be active.
In now for the Reds, Ellie De La Cruz. You know, Chris, Kyle Hendricks went to Dartmouth, so he's known as the professor, but his teammates on the Cubs actually call him Carl. His good friend and former bullpen coach of the Cubs, Chad Noble, came up with that nickname, and it stuck for whatever reason. So you'll hear them on the field saying, "Come on, Carl." 0-1 now.
Yeah, that's kind of how some people call you Bug instead of Boog.
The wind and the pitch.
1 ball.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
He goes down looking. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton, and now Spencer Steer. First pitch, and he just misses. Hendricks goes 6 feet 3 inches, 33 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2011. Swing and a ball popped up. Swanson hauls it in, 2 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Luke Maile.
Next is the designated hitter, Luke Maile. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. So they make short work of him there. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Reds 4 and the Cubs 1. So up now for Chicago, Nico Horner. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out.
Ball one, no strike.
Rips one to right, and it goes just foul. Corner, a guy you think about with a strong baseball IQ, but just the overall smarts. He comes from an educational background. Both of his parents at one time taught at Stanford, and his mom currently is on the faculty at Cal. This one in the air, right field. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, the right fielder,
Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Suzuki goes 5 feet 11 inches, 28 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. That one at triple digits. Ripped to right, base hit.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Dansby Swanson getting ready to hit. Swanson hitting better against right-handers this year, so some reverse splits there.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
That one catches the zone, and it's a ball and a strike. There's a strike.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a pop-up. De La Cruz makes the grab. 2 down.
the third baseman, number 5,
Christopher Morel, the next Cub to hit. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
In there for strike 1. And he deals.
Ball.
That one misses. 2-1. Suzuki off of first with 2 away. Green checks the runner, and he's back in on a dive. Two 2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more guys that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
The punch out there, down on strikes, and he knew it. 1 left for the Cubs, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. We go to the top of the 7th, and ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Nick Senzel.
Nick Senzel.
Hendricks back to work. And ball 1 to the right fielder.
Counts 1-0.
And that one is in the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes.
Well, that pitch not even close. A 2-0 count now. He can't be over aggressive. He's got to make sure that pitch is right on a tee for him.
The 2-0 is in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Swanson on to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Now batting, catcher, Tyler Stevenson.
Here's the Reds catcher, Tyler Stevenson. The MO for him is contact, a guy who's going to deliver average, not a ton of power. He's looking to hit a line drive somewhere.
Well, that's why it's a team. And when you look at a lineup, he's a great 2-hole hitter, or a guy that you could put at the bottom to help turn that lineup over to have some momentum for your top hitters coming up to the plate.
Pitch misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. Line drive, base hit.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
India stands in now and watches strike 1. The 0-1. And a foul ball. This one in the air, center field. That one gets down for a hit.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
And that one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. Line drive. Fair ball. Here comes Stevenson around third. He scores. It's 5-1. Play at third, in there. And it's second and third, 1 away.
Picks himself up an RBI. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
So digging in, TJ Friedl. Can't forget the 2-run shot he launched out of here in the 5th.
Yeah, one of the biggest swings of the game, Boog, as he looks to make even more of an impact in this at-bat right here.
And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. Way inside, gets out of the way. Second and third here, 1 away. Next one misses. Ball 2.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit. Back up the middle and a base hit. 1 run is in.
He's in there. It's 7-1.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Adrian Sampson on to pitch out of the pen here.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Number 94 now at the plate. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Kicks and fires.
Nope.
Friedel, the base runner at first with one out. Left field. Roederer puts the squeeze on that one, and there's two down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
De La Cruz stands in now, looks at that one inside. And it's even up.
1-1.
Righty delivers. And now 2 balls and a strike. Up the middle, sneaks through, base hit.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
And here is Spencer Steer. Hard ground ball, base knock. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Base is now loaded with 2 away.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Base is full, 2 gone. Luke Maley will hit next. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Righty to the plate. Line drive, base hit. 1 run across, another comes in to score, and it's an 8-run lead. In there safely. Nick Senzel, the next to hit for the Reds. 1 for 3. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Corners are occupied with 2 down. This to center field. Squeezes it, and that's the 3rd out. All in all, 10 come to the plate. They bat around at 5 score. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Reds 9 and the Cubs 1. Welcome back, and here is Trey Mancini.
The first baseman, Trey Mancini.
Turn the can to a can Remember those sleepless nights? Stayed up late, all I did was read and write. Couldn't record cause I need a mic. Couldn't afford to feed a bite. And when I'm working, I forget to even eat. It's like I don't need it. I feed up my dreams in life, and that's all I need to Friday morning. Then I hate the 9 to 5, but I'm tired. I finally let it go.
To kick the pitch. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
And the 0-1. And a swing and a miss.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Foul ball, still 0-2.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Bounced up the middle into the outfield, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
He was all over that one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Man at first, Edwin Rios, the next Cub to hit. Righty reliever out of the pen, Fernando Cruz.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
There's a strike.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Next offering upstairs. Runner at first with no outs here. Swings and misses. And it's 1-2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound.
To second, there's one. A double play on the first batter he faces in relief.
Well, the reliever comes in, takes care of that inherited runner, gets that ground ball double play, and now he can work on one more guy to get back in the dugout.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Cody Bellinger. And first offering is fouled off. And a pitch. Swing and a pop up in foul ground. And a foul ball. The 0-2. And now 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The 1-2. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Back here at the friendly confines, here's the catcher, Tyler Stevenson. It's amazing we get a chance to talk to a lot of opposing managers. This guy scares managers on the other team as much as anyone.
And he gets to fly beneath the radar with the other more recognizable names in this lineup.
First out in the top of the 8th.
The shortstop, Jonathan India.
So the batting order turns over, and the batter will be the shortstop, Jonathan India. And there's a ball. Out to short. Toss to Mancini. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
2 outs, base is empty. Matt McClain, the next to hit for the Reds. And he hits a ground ball right side. Fires over to first. And the inning is over. Reds down in order, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead.
Trust me when I tell you no exceptions to the rule. Bringing blessings when I move. Special, I'm an essence, I'm a boo.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now the Cubs catcher, Yan Gomes. The right-hander back to work. And that's in for a strike. That's a slider for a strike.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Ripped on a line. Brings it in. 1 away.
The left, number 20.
Cole Roederer, the next to hit. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Check swing in play to the right side. And puts the squeeze on that. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the second baseman, Nico.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Now it's the second baseman, Nico Horner. Chris, his skill set straight out of the mid-80s. Good contact, not much power, and he could run. He always uses the wheels to his advantage.
His biggest challenge in this day and age is to not get caught up in trying to hit home runs because so many people are.
Comes up empty on the swing, 0-2 now.
I think baseball's starting to understand that those guys are valuable like they once were. They need them in this game today.
Fly ball down the line, and it's foul. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Liner, base hit.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And the batter now, Seiya Suzuki.
Ball one, no
And the first pitch misses for ball one. Two outs. Horner off of first with two away. In the air, right field. Dives and it gets by. One run is in. Now around third, waving him home. The relay, it's offline, and he scores. And they're on the board, but lots of ground to make up.
Well, they call it one of the most exciting plays in baseball for a reason, Boog. Always fun to see an inside the Parker. And, man, he was flying out of the box. And I think that by the time he was getting a second, he had it in his mind to go all the way. That's just great hustle from start to finish.
Dansby Swanson is going to get a chance to hit. First offering misses the mark. And the pitch.
That's bullshit.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
Two and 0 to count. Here it comes. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. And here it comes. Good eye right there. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. So 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 was a home run. No errors, and no one left on. Through 8 full, it's the Reds 9 and the Cubs 3. Here at Wrigley Field, all set to start the 9th in this one. And now the center fielder, T.J. Friedel. Sampson back to work. This one popped up, middle of the infield. Swanson under it. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now back, the first baseman, Christian Encarnacion.
And here's the first baseman, number 94. Sampson in his 4th year, 31 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick back in 2012. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Makes the catch. 2 down.
Up next for Cincinnati.
2 outs, base is empty. Ellie De La Cruz, the next to hit for the Reds. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping, he's going for 3.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Now the third baseman, Spencer Steer. That one's in there. Strike one. Two outs with a runner at third. 0-2 as he waves at that one.
For a guy that's been swinging the bat, well, all game long, that was a pretty ugly swing right there. I'm sure he'll tighten it up on this next pitch.
Swings and misses, struck him out. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Reds 9 and the Cubs 3. On the mound now, Buck Farmer.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
And now it's going to be Christopher Morel.
The third baseman.
The pitch. In for a strike. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And that one is inside.
That's inside.
The 1-1. He swings and fouls one off. Lined, and that's a base hit.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
At the plate, Trey Mancini.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
1-0.
Morel aboard here at first with nobody out. That's in there, and the count 1-1. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
I think there's always something pretty about watching a 5-4-3 double play get turned. I mean, just seeing the ball whipped around the diamond with quickness and accuracy, that was nice.
So they're down to their final out. Edwin Rios, the next Cub to hit. In the air out to center. Friedel gets under it. And he makes the catch. Ball game, and the Reds slug their way to a win in this one.
Well, Boog, 4 games wasn't too long of a losing streak, but they're definitely happy to be back in the win column. Now you can turn things around, get on the right track, and probably start a winning streak from here.
9-3 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.